Hi guys, thanks for visiting me at my channel. If you're someone and it's your first time stumbling upon my channel, thanks for visiting me. If you're a regular comer, welcome back. So today's post is going to be 10 tips I try and use to keep on track with my diet. So I'm just going to crack on and get straight to the point, and hopefully if you can help one or two people, I've been made up. So if I keep looking down, it's because I've got my notes in front of me, well, my phone with all my notes in front of me. So let's crack on once again. So the first tip I've got is drink lots of water. Unfortunately, people don't drink enough water. By saying drinking lots of water, you can, this can either be water or green tea. I try to stick with green tea because it's just an easy drink and it helps flush out my system, but I think I drink about 3 litres of water a day. And when I drink my tea, I drink a lot of tea. I drink tea in basically like a pint mug, and I go through about 5 cups during work, which does sound excessive, but you'll realise that the more water you drink, the more you need, so don't forget that. And for some people, I know having a glass of water before mealtime basically helps keep their appetites at bay. Things you shouldn't be drinking: do not drink Diet Coke, do not drink diet sodas of any sort, because they're just awful things for you. And also stay away from sugar-free squash. My little story is I used to drink lots of squash, I used to exercise loads, watch what I eat, I couldn't shift the weight, and one day ran out of squash, couldn't quite be bothered buying it for a week or so, and I noticed that my body was actually making small changes. So I don't know what chemicals are in those sugar-free things, but just keep away from them, doing yourself a favour. A test to see how hydrated your body is basically the pee test. I'm sure everyone knows about this. If your pee is basically really bright and toxic looking, you need to drink more water. Ideally you should have pale yellow pee, and you know that your body's fully hydrated, because the more hydrated your body is, the better it is at just basically sorting itself out. Second tip is 80-20. Basically it's 80-20 refers to 80% food and 20% exercise. That's what you need to do to change your body shape. So what I usually start by doing is I start my day off with raw food. My breakfast and lunch are mainly raw, and then my dinners when I start incorporating cooked food. Basically I have a green juice. In my green juice it's always got kale in it, it's always got avocado, no, I lie, it's always got kale in it, it's always got spinach in it. What I also do is I take a scoop of protein, I use vanilla to help flavour it, just 1 scoop of protein shake, put it in there. I take omega-3 fat oil and basically put a teaspoon in there, and I also use a tiny bit of frozen veg, and just obviously help cut through the taste, add a bit of acidity or citrus by either using lime juice or lemon juice. I can usually fit in a couple of spices or herbs, so I try and put ginger into it as well as mint, and I just find that works for me. It keeps me full till about lunchtime. When I get to lunchtime, I'll basically have a salad, which is once again mainly green. In my salad I've usually got cucumber, lettuce, and whatever greens are available. So that's when I've got my tomatoes, peppers, and I might have like an oily fish just to kind of like help it go down. If I'm a bit naughty in work, I'll nip up to the canteen, and I might have like coleslaw just to kind of like zhuzh it up a bit. My salads usually don't have any dressing in them because dressings are usually full of sugar, salt, and things that you don't really need, and this actually, funny enough, keeps me full. I do have like a massive bowl of salad, but you have to if it's going to keep you full. When it comes to my dinner, I try to have veg that's steamed as well as a protein element. For me it works really well. I don't eat that many carbs because I find that carbs leave me feeling a bit groggy and therefore I tend to save my carbs for the weekend when I'm having my cheat meal. Basically, obviously, leading on from the 80-20, if you're trying to get your body to change, it's going to be 80% diet, 20% exercise, which leads us next onto exercise. You obviously eat a lot more than you exercise, so what I'll say is, if you can try and do some physical exercise, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, 3 or 4 times a week, you'll basically be winning. be realistic when you start exercising. Exercising is quite a hard habit for people to get used to. The advantage of exercising is it leaves you rejuvenated, it makes you alert, and it just, you know, just the adrenaline running through your body. It releases some amazing chemicals which make you feel good. What I'm going to say when it comes to exercise is try and do high intensity interval training. I try and incorporate it once or twice into my exercise regime a week. Also incorporate weights, which I try to do about once or twice a week. Another thing you might do as well is cardio, but don't go crazy on cardio. Too many people, when trying to lose weight, go straight for the cardio and they're not really building any exercise. When you do cardio for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, you basically do cardio, and the only time you're burning fat is during the time you're doing it for. So the second you stop exercising, that's the end of the benefits. However, if you start incorporating weights, when you do an hour weight session, basically it's still burning, you know, your metabolism is increased for up to 7 to 8 hours later on. So it's obviously going to help you as you're eating along. So just try and be a bit clever about what exercises you choose to do. Another thing I've recently gotten into as part of my exercise regime is doing Pilates, yoga, or body balance, or whatever they may call it at your gym. I try and incorporate this once a week into my exercise regime, and it's just amazing. Not only is it basically testing your agility, well, not really agility because it's too slow. You basically get in touch with your inner hippie, and you stretch, and you basically have to let yourself go. And if you're doing loads of tech jams and loads of weightlifting, you kind of need the stretches to elongate your muscles and just get, you know, rid of all the nooks and crannies. But I thoroughly enjoy going to body balance, and it's always hard. And I enjoy yoga, but the thing with yoga is it's all about breathing in and breathing out and listening to your body. I can't quite do it because it's just a bit too intense for me, and I inappropriately sometimes burst out laughing because I can't take myself seriously. But if I go to body balance, we're doing the same moves but to music, so it just keeps me a bit more focused. And when you go to body balance, you see all these big beefy blokes. When it comes to doing like the ab track, they're in agony. It's hilarious. Like the other week I was watching some guy, and the facial expressions he was pulling were to die for. I was suffering myself, but I had to kind of like be a bit better behaved after that, because I can't laugh at people at the gym. At least they're doing something about things. So next one is cheat meals. We all love cheat meals, and to be honest with you, if you're gonna be good, you need something to justify, you know, to reward you for your goodness. I'm not a big believer of only dogs or pets ought to be rewarded, or whatever that saying is. I'll try and find it and insert it somewhere here. I think if you're gonna go from eating whatever you want whenever you want, a cheat meal is kind of something that's a bit reassuring, and it's just something to look forward to in a week. What you need to try and avoid doing is turning a cheat meal into a cheat weekend. What I'm trying to say is, I know people who are healthy Monday till Friday lunchtime, from Monday to Thursday. I know that when I go to work, we've got like cooked breakfast on Friday in the canteen. Some people just go straight into work and they start destroying all the good work they've done for the week. So on on Friday, if you can have a cooked breakfast, then go to the pub for lunch, have a glass or two of wine, have fish and chips in the evening, another bottle of wine, repeat the same, you know, the same pattern Saturday and Sunday. You've basically ruined all your hard work. So what I personally try and do is, I personally try to have one cheat day. By one cheat day, I might not have it all on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday, but I spread it out amongst the weekend. So for example, on a Saturday I might decide I want a curry, and I will have a cheat dinner. I'll also have a cheat breakfast that might happen on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and I might have a cheat lunch. One of the things I'm trying to do is basically incorporate all my favourite foods and try to make them healthier. So if I don't feel like using up every single cheat meal I've set myself for the week, I'll basically have kale with bacon. So I've kind of like got the nice, you know, naughty element, but put it with good, and you can't go wrong. So as I said, just allow yourselves 3 cheat meals a week. if you're dying and you need to have them all at once, do it, but just leave it so it's something to look forward to. I've had this conversation with so many colleagues where we've said, oh yeah, we've cheated over the weekend and we've ruined all our hard work. Don't ruin all the hard work you've done during the weeks. Always stick to the 80-20. 80% good, 20% bad. It's just an easier ratio for you guys to remember, so I don't want people having loads of different ratios that they have to think of. Next one, alcohol. Alcohol. We all know that I enjoy a drink or two, but be clever about how you drink. Monday till Friday lunchtime, I don't touch alcohol. What I've done drastically is reduce how much alcohol I drink. So for example, I could easily drink a bottle of wine Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's 3 bottles of wine over the weekend. I've basically knocked that on its head. I initially started off by doing dry January. I didn't quite complete it, but I basically learned to tone down my drinking a lot. I'm basically in a nice position now where I have 1 bottle of wine a week, obviously during the weekend, and I might even make myself, like, you know, a cocktail. Basically with your cocktails, try to make sure that they're not too sugar based and full of rubbish, and hopefully, you know, it'll just kind of make your life fun. But you know, it's all obviously balances when it comes to these things. Guys, sorry about my top and my boobs spilling out. I wear this top on holidays, I wear it to festivals, so apologies. Next, so I just basically needed to get something filmed because I'm a one-man band and my battery's flashing at me. Oh, let's carry on to the next one. So alcohol, remember, don't overdo it. Number 6, grazing. Grazing and snacks kill diet. I basically say when you're starting to diet, just remove grazing and snacking because it will ruin you. People might graze on, you know, Brazil nuts, and goodness knows what people graze on, but when you find yourself grazing, that's when you end up overdoing it calorie wise. So if you can avoid grazing, avoid it. If you're gonna have nuts, you literally add only 3 nuts, and is it even worth eating 3 nuts? I don't personally think it is, but that's just my own personal opinion. Next is ignore everyone else's progress. If your friend is going to Weight Watchers with you and they're losing a stone in a week, don't go, oh, but I've only lost 1 pound. It is your body, it is your progress. Your body's only capable of doing so much, so ignore what other people have, you know, ignore what other people are doing. I'm one of those people who gets jealous of weight loss because I'm just ridiculous. But when I look at my friends who are losing weight, 5 to 6 stone, I don't have 5 to 6 stone to lose. So I think they'd rather be in my position than me in their position, and if I'm honest, I'd rather that as well. Number 8, take ownership for your own failure when it comes to weight loss. People always make excuses and say, oh, the reason I'm putting weight on is because I eat with my boyfriend, I drink pint for pint with him, oh, I'm socialising this week, I've got so much to get on with. Don't. Do not blame your boyfriend, do not blame your husband, do not blame the children, do not blame your friends. You've got choices. It is your body. Make the right choices. If you're going to be married to someone for 50 years, are you telling me you're going to look the size of a house because you're eating the same stuff as them? What if they're exercising with their friends? At the end of the day, you're a woman, he's a man. You can both manage 2 different things, so don't try to keep up with the other half. If you fail, it's your problem that you failed. You're the one who hasn't been dedicated enough. So you just need to refocus your energies and focus on trying to be better, or trying to be better. 9. If you fall off the wagon and eat the wagon as well as the horse on your way down, do an Aaliyah and dust yourself off and try again. We all do it. We all come off the wagon big time. The worst thing is if you come off the wagon is giving up completely. Do not give up. Basically go straight back into it. Every single time you try again, you're making an effort to change who you are. You're making progress. It's all up there, not in here. So just go for it. Go for it. And 10. A diet comes and goes, people. If you want to be healthy and fit and make permanent changes to your body, it's all about lifestyle. Change your lifestyle, pick up all these tips, use as many as you think will help you. But if I go on a diet because I'm going to Ibiza, what's going to happen? I'm going to get to Ibiza, drink everything I want, eat everything I want, come back and be a slob. if this is a lifestyle for me, I'll go on a diet, look amazing for, I don't know, Vegas, splurge out while I'm there because it's my holiday, come back and get straight back on it. So it's all up here. Once again, make the right choice, do it for yourself, do it for your body, and don't give up. That's all I've got to say. Apologies, the last bit was so rushed. It's because my battery is flashing at me and shouting at me. All I'd like to say is I'd be grateful if people could rate me, subscribe, and follow my channel and share. However, whichever order it goes, I'll try and make it all flashy about here somewhere, and hopefully I'll have something interesting as well to talk about next week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye bye.